Hey guys, One Man Army here telling you the best ways to make money in World of Tanks. I'll get right into it. There are two ways to make money in World of Tanks. The first one, which is the best one, is to buy a tier 8 premium tank for about $40 or $45, buy some premium account just with some gold, and just keep playing and playing and playing, and you'll make money really quickly. That's the best way to make money, and it's the easiest way to make money. But a lot of you out there are probably asking, what do I do if I just want to, play the tanks they give me and make money that way? Well, there is still a way. It's a lot slower though, and that is to buy a tier 5 tank and just grind that. But you can't just buy any tier 5 tank. The best tier 5 tanks are the tanks that do the most damage, okay? So if you think about the mathematics and the statistics behind World of Tanks, the way you get credits in games is by doing lots and lots of damage. So if you look at tanks, the best tier 5 tanks to buy if you want to make money are, in my opinion, the M4 Sherman, because it has this 105mm M4, which does an average damage of 410 using high explosive, which is what you want to be using most of the time. So in tier 5 games, you want to look for tanks with derp guns that do high explosive damage. And now you're saying, well, yeah, it says 410, but when you actually shoot someone it does reduce damage because it's high explosive. Yes, but in tier 5s a lot of people have no armor or whatever. So in my experience, M4 Shermans tend to do about average 350 damage a shot. Other tanks that do this well are, for instance, the Stug or the Hetzer, because they have a 105mm derp gun as well. So if we look at them, zoom along to the Stug, it has this 105mm Stud.42L-28, which again, if you look at the characteristics, does an average of 350 damage. Very good, but make sure you're firing HE with these guns because they have bad penetration. So the M4, but I recommend either the M4 or the KV1. The KV1 is my best choice for beginning players or players who've been playing quite a bit but they just want to grind credits. Because it's the hardest to die in. It's got the best HP, the best armor, but it's got the biggest gun, 122mm, average damage of 450, same penetration as all the rest, rate of fire decent, aiming decent. In a tier 5 game, my recommendation is grab a KV1, put that 122mm derp gun on it, and just grind that. Back before I bought a premium, I played the KV1 tons. As you can see, it's my most played tank. I have 661 battles in it, and that's because before I bought a premium I needed to make money to buy my E100, which was my first tier 10. So what I did was I bought a tier 5. I bought all sorts of things for it. I bought equipment, I bought ventilation, gun rammer, all sorts of stuff for it, and I just grinded that for 661 battles. And sure, my victory rate wasn't very good, but I made the money. It took ages, but I made the money. And that is the best way to make money unless you want to spend real world money. So in summary, there are two ways to make money in World of Tanks. Primarily you just want to do as much damage as possible, and then with the credits from that you want to try to make that better with a premium account or a premium tank, which give you increased credits and experience. So buying a premium tank and a premium account is the best way to make money. But failing that, you still just want to try to do tons of damage, so you want to get a tier 5. Now you're probably wondering, why don't I just get a tier 10 and play that? They do tons of damage. Well, because the repair costs are too high and you'll lose money. Anything above tier 5 and 6 you'll start losing money rapidly. So the best is tier 5 because the repair costs are really low and the damage is really high. It's kind of a nice balance there, and that's just the best way to make money. Otherwise, buy a tier 8 premium. And if you're thinking about buying a premium, don't buy like a tier 5 premium or a tier 6 premium or a tier 7 premium. Go all out, buy a tier 8 premium. Trust me, you'll make the money back in the long term. I've probably made upwards of 30 million credits just with this one tank. It's really worth it in the long term. So go all out, buy a tier 8. And if you're going to buy a tier 8, remember, keep in mind you want to do as much damage as possible. So a T34 is the best for money making in my opinion. A low is kind of second best. IS-6 is kind of equal second best. Things like the Jag Panther or the Jag Tiger.88, not as good because they don't do as much damage. So go for a tier 8 heavy tank, and that's your best bet. Depending on which nation you want to train your crew on, then go for that. But yeah, those are my recommendations. Either get a tier 5 and fit it out with a derp gun because it does tons of damage, or get a tier 8 premium tank. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you all next time.